Let me say something right now. The whole world is looking at history.
Only my true wrestling fans can understand. Man, WrestleBrainia. Only my true wrestling fans can understand. WrestleBrainia. Only my true wrestling fans can understand. WrestleBrainia. Let's get it. WrestleBrainia. Okay, WrestleBrainia once again, WrestleBrainia podcast, BUCKFIVE, S.O.B.
What's happening?
Shooting the shit about wrestling, but we have an announcement to make after, well, I guess like a little bit of deliberation.
Yeah.
We decided that we might want to outsource our chronology and have somebody work alongside us to keep things in line a little bit, because here at WrestleBrainia we like to be 420 friendly.
Yeah, we
and
do
sometimes memory doesn't serve correctly, and you might have Shawn Michaels winning the Royal Rumble in '99 or something crazy. No, I ain't gonna be fucking
be
up
that
like that.
off, but we like to be precise.
Oh yeah, and
you don't want the years and the months all muddled up.
No, and sometimes you need somebody to jog your memory as well. So,
Yeah.
So we have a third member.
Yeah, and he's quite passionate.
He's quite passionate about the game. He's a very knowledgeable brother, friend of the program, friend of the show. We like to introduce Timeline Tone. Give it up for Timeline Tone. Let's make some noise. Timeline Tone.
Timeline Tone
in the building.
Gentlemen, thank you for bringing me on board. I'm
No
here
doubt.
to get these niggas in line when it comes to the dates, precise dates on when certain events has happened. And yeah, so
That's why we had.
and also your input on other shit. You know, you ain't just here for dates and times.
No,
you ain't.
You hear to relieve some pressure off of niggas. Nah, welcome to the fam.
Good to have you.
It's WrestleBrainia. You trust us by the time you hear this.
yeah.
And we're all famous and shit.
Yeah.
You know.
We can only hope so.
I don't hope, nigga. It'll happen. Don't worry about it. I ain't speaking into existence like on the first episode. Remember I said that shit?
Yeah.
Anyway. All right.
You said something about Jake the Snake as well in the first episode.
Oh,
now that you've met him.
Yeah,
yeah. You know what? Yeah, we talked about Jake the Snake and meeting Jake the Snake and talking to Jake the Snake. Well, we had an opportunity to meet good old Jake the Snake.
Without Revelation or Damien.
I had
he was snakeless.
he was also so Timeline. Me and Timeline Tone went out to this thing in Philly at the ECW Arena.
This Icons of
Wrestling event.
Yeah.
And we met a whole bunch of legend wrestlers, whole bunch. Hacksaw Jim Duggan,
A bunch of relevant and a bunch of heads.
who actually started me to watching wrestling when I was like 5 years old. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I seen him chasing niggas with 2x4. I was hooked ever since then and never stopped. And I had to tell him that, you know what I mean? That meant something to me. And I met him and he was cool as shit. So, that made my day, whatever. But
Good moment.
But back to Jake the Snake. I'm gonna let Timeline Toad handle this. We went the ECW Arena, the old bingo hall. There's a bathroom in there, and there's this dope ass, big ass ECW mural that pretty much commemorates like the timeline, the timeline from when it started and when it ended. But it's in the bathroom, so it's a little weird sometimes when you go in there and you taking pictures in front of that motherfucker. So we go in there to take pics in there in front of the mural. Jake the Snake happens to be in the bathroom taking a piss, right? Mm-hmm. So what happens, Timeline? You can fill him in on the rest.
He does his business.
Yeah.
And he walks out the bathroom without washing his dirty ass hands. So I look at it as,
Jake the Snake.
I'm not gonna let
Jake ain't wash his hands.
Unwashed hands sign my autograph or take a picture.
Jake wanted 60. Jake wanted what? He wanted $60
for grimy $60
$60 for pissy pictures
for unwashed hands.
Give him unwashed, giving you giving you Hep C on the autograph joint.
Shame on Jake the Snake.
He paid $60 for Hep C.
Shame, and I ain't even let nobody know.
Yo, my man pissed and didn't wash his hands,
That
man.
pen
went right back to autograph sign. Shaking.
Filthy.
Yo,
dirty old man.
I wanted to meet Jake, and I seen that display of uncleanliness, and now I'm just like, fuck that. I'm like, man,
that made us very disgruntled.
Nigga tainted my whole fucking vision. I was like, yo, man, this is a nasty bastard, Jake the Snake.
Nasty old man.
Nasty bastard.
Nasty old man.
This nigga did not wash his hands, man. That's crazy. Oh my god. Like we always say, taking on all legends on WrestleBrainia. But this
Except Jake.
Except Jake.
Until he washes his
Jake
hands.
don't wash his fucking hands. He ain't coming to WrestleBrainia. He'll be outside. We wanted to welcome him in, but
give him a head nod. I won't shake his hand.
I'll give him a what up, Jake, and keep it pushing. I didn't know he was that fucking tall neither. Jake the Snake tall as shit. He came walking through the hallway. That shit was long as hell.
That's wild. You can never tell the height of these motherfuckers, to be honest.
Nah. Like Scott Hall was big as fuck in person. He was big as fuck. And his back was big as fuck. It was like you could land a plane on that nigga. It was fucking back.
Amongst other legends, we seen Melina. We seen the former
Timeline Tone was trying to shoot a shot at Melina too.
Sexy she is, why not?
He tried to shoot a shot.
Couldn't resist.
And I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad at all.
I was waiting for her to do a split on my face.
On your face?
Yeah. Fuck the apron. I'll lay down for you.
That's the hardest part of the ring.
Yeah. That's right.
You know what they say?
Hello, WrestleBrainiacs. This is WrestleBrainia Supercomputer 9000, and you're listening to WrestleBrainia Podcast.
Once again, WrestleBrainia Podcast, Adventures at the Icons of Wrestling event out in Philly. We actually went twice. The Jake the Snake story, that was actually the most recent time we went. That was the most recent time, but we had went a time before that.
Which was over the summertime. We had the opportunity and the privilege to meet one of the greatest of all time, WWE's legend.
But wait a minute, best there is, best there was, best there ever will be.
The excellence of execution.
Real shit. Bret the Hitman Hart, all-time greatest.
It was definitely a pleasure of meeting him.
That is my number one all-time favorite. That is BUCKFIVE's favorite wrestler of all time.
Couldn't tell you weren't him in the backyard wrestling.
No, but that to get to meet Bret Hart, that was surreal. I didn't expect that. And it was actually my man Timeline Tone that put me onto the event, and he made it like a mission, you know what I mean, to see to it that when Bret Hart came to Philly that, you know, he made me aware of the event and made sure I got out there. So that was, you know, he major props for that shit. So, you know, that was a life moment for me, like on some real shit, like bucket list type shit, like
life moment for both of us.
It's
all of us.
That's a lot of people that were there. It was motherfuckers crying and shit. Like, you felt the rush go through your body.
You get a bit starstruck.
Yeah, that shit was wild. Like, we in there waiting. We in the joint waiting. In a group. Shit, Timeline got the gift of gab and shit, so he finagled us into the front, like just when they was forming the lines.
Yeah, sure did.
He finagled. We got like right near the front, nigga, like right when they was forming the lines. So
we only waited about like 20 minutes.
You know?
Oh, y'all got lucky.
Yo, we wasn't there no time. But that's what's up. We really got to meet Bret Hart, and that shit was crazy. And I actually talking to him, and I had on the Montreal Screwjob t-shirt that actually had him, like the actual, you know, the graphic that they show on the screen when the match, like Survivor Series, that had Shawn Michaels and him on there. You know, he autographed it for me, and this guy's like pulling on my shirt and signing it. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. He's talking to me like, you got a favorite match? I'm like, yo.
Very surreal.
Yeah, I drew a blank for a second. I didn't know what the fuck to say. Him
and Owen.
That's what I told him too. Him
10.
and Owen.
Yep.
And I told him he could cross Shawn Michaels off on the shirt if he wanted to. He just laughed. I said, yo, I'm talking to Bret fucking Hitman Hart. This is crazy. I never thought I would meet him. So, Timeline, mega props for that.
I appreciate
brother.
it.
Appreciate that.
No problem.
You know what I'm saying?
I had to make sure you see your childhood favorite wrestler. I had to make it happen.
That shit was crazy.
For both of us.
Yeah, man. And we seen a bunch of other people too. Like I'm seeing
we seen the Diamond Stud, aka
the Diamond,
Razor Ramon, aka Scott Hall,
with his big back.
He seemed like he'd be cool.
Well,
he was
cool
seemed
as
like
shit.
He down to earth.
He was cool as shit.
Watched a lot of interviews with him recently.
Yeah, he didn't seem, he wasn't like an asshole, man. And some
keep
of them,
100.
I ain't gonna like name names and throw people under the bus, but some of them dudes, they they there to get the bread, but they're not very like sociable. They're like rude kind of. They like very off-putting and shit. They not very, you know what I'm saying? They kind of like, but they want you to pay them for a picture and autograph. But it's like you ain't even acting like you want to interact with motherfuckers for real.
Yeah,
that
like,
shit is corny. My man Hacksaw was cool as shit. He was busting. He stood busting it up and shaking hands, laughing and shit. You know, being a human.
He choked you up.
Choked me out.
Like Mean Gene.
Yeah, he choked me out. That shit was, you know what I mean, having fun with it, like, and that's how it should be. But it's just dope to go to them events and actually see the legends like in person. It's crazy. You see these people, you grow up watching these guys, and damn near feeling like you know them almost, and then you actually get to meet them. It's a different experience. For a real, hardcore fan. And then it's interesting when you get to see like, such a big gathering of people who are, interested the same way you are, even more. You know what I mean? You see people who even more into it than you are, and you're like, damn, I thought I was a fan. Like this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like,
like nigga that had all them action figures.
Yeah. Yep. All them action figures. All the ones we used to have. All the old
collectible shit.
Old
probably worth money.
Yeah. I'm sick we dumped ours and we were done with them. We done playing with them, but
we was kids. We didn't know no better.
You don't think they be worth money, and
they didn't really appreciate.
We should have got doubles.
Oh my god, yo.
Got 2 of everything.
And we had all of them. We had everybody, man. Like all the ones that are worth money right now. Like all of them. Like all the ones that are worth bread.
Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels,
Macho
Warriors,
Man, Taker,
Hogan's, Taker,
all of them, man. We had all them shits.
Yeah, y'all threw away a lot of valuable merchandise.
I had the classic, rare fucking AWA, and people are probably listening to this right now, like, y'all dumb motherfuckers, y'all threw them in the like.
Yeah, man, we was what the fuck, like 6 years old.
Nigga,
you was like 10
when we threw them away.
No, playing with them and opening them and shit.
Oh, like now we threw them away. I was like,
at that point they
we was cleaning house. I was like,
it is broken, glued, arms glued back on them and shit.
Not all of them. A lot of them.
A
lot of them was in good condition though.
After years of use,
years
of pay-per-view events,
I see them on
in the living room floor.
Cause I see them shits on eBay now going for bread. I'm like, we had that one, and I remember the ones.
I believe it.
But
cause they was actually well crafted, like the detail on them shits, like the Bret Harts and shit like that. The paint jobs on them.
Yeah, they was hot.
Was legit.
To see them again in person, it was like. It took you down memory lane, and it made you remember how dope they was, and they all had their own moves and shit. Like they had them like Warrior could actually press slam you, and we ain't gonna talk about that other cocksucker. Skip him.
No. Red and yellow.
Yeah, that motherfucker. We ain't gonna talk about him. We got something for his ass though. It's cooking. It's cooking up for his ass. We ain't the one who gonna remain nameless. We ain't even gonna hit the sound bite on you this time, motherfucker. But we got something for your ass. And the real friends of the show already know who we talking about,
brother.
And we talking about you, motherfucker. We cooking it up. It's coming, nigga. Just you hold on to your fucking mustache, nigga. It's coming.
Hold on to your mustache.
It's coming, nigga. That shit, your shit is coming.
And what's his mustache called?
Huh?
What's his mustache called?
With a walrus mustache? Ain't that what Piper? And Piper said he had ripped that walrus mustache off his face. That shit is coming. Anyway, I'll meet him. Nigga, I don't even know. Man, listen. He better not show up at one of the fucking events.
Mm-mm.
We ain't even gonna hit the sound bite on him. He already know what the sound bite is. He coming. It's coming. Anyway.
And speaking of that individual, we seen his flunky at the event.
Oh, Brutus.
Brother Brudai.
Brother Brudai. Brother Brudai.
With his
trash.
tumbleweed shears.
With his lumpy space princess body.
Brutus fucking
Brutus Beefcake.
Never
looking
liked Brutus Beefcake.
like LSP.
Still strutting and cutting for his
Man,
age.
he sucked.
Man.
He sucked throughout his career.
I forgot Brutus
too.
was at that shit.
He was definitely there.
He was sitting there looking crazy.
with a hunchback.
The Disciple, right?
Disciple, the
Yeah.
booty man.
He was everybody.
the butcher.
He was trash.
His ass.
Booty man.
Ass in the ring.
Yeah.
I don't even know his finisher.
The
Did he?
sleeper hold.
Did he hate? That was his finisher?
Yeah, put niggas to sleep.
Trash. So he could
God.
cut your hair while you sleep.
Yeah.
He'd pull out the little, so he ain't cut shit with them big ass, dumb ass scissors
Nah,
with
them
shears.
props.
He never cut
Yeah.
Them
shit.
props he brought to the
He
ring.
ain't never cut shit with them big ass shears. He'd pull out them little scissors. He's supposed to cut somebody's fucking head off with them big ass scissors.
And I'm pretty sure you guys wasn't too fond with his ring attire.
Nah, not at all.
Man, he dressed like a
It was
common
weird.
like a common whore.
Yeah, it was
Lady of the
torn
night.
Like
up,
he was-
torn up
Like he
thighs.
was on he was working on the point.
Pants had tears in the thighs.
Yeah,
man,
man, like
I ain't
niggas-
understand. Showing his beefcake. No, thank you. We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it to match either. We don't
Brutus
want it.
Beefcake wearing hooker gear.
How are you in the Hall of Fame and you don't have no type of
I mean,
significance?
I guess like what was it?
who you know, maybe.
Is it more the gimmick? Well, we already knew who his ass knew.
Yeah.
Who
So,
bitch ass. Anyway, but I guess his gimmick was Hall of Fame. Was his gimmick Hall of Fame worthy?
no, it wasn't. Not in my opinion.
Because you got some motherfuckers like Hillbilly Jim a Hall of Famer.
Hillbilly Jim.
And he was trash.
I guess it's like how the
It's the
people
gimmick.
received them. Yeah, the
Yeah.
people received
Yeah, like
them back
it's the
then.
gimmick, man. It ain't his fucking accolades.
Can't be. He had no titles.
That nigga didn't do
No
shit.
titles at all.
Hillbilly Jim.
At all.
Like, yo, we need to like pull up a list of undeserving.
Undeserving.
Make a list, something, man. Like, yo,
Undeserving Hall
that's
of
a
Fame.
whole other shit. Like,
That what you're
yeah,
saying?
yeah, like, come on.
Sure, it's plenty.
There's people who ain't in the Hall of Fame, but there's people who in it. Like, but
Yeah,
it's
like
more,
Owen Hart ain't in the Hall of Fame.
Ain't
Yeah.
shit.
Like, how does that happen?
like China. You know, she in it now, like, but because of DX, they put him in as a group to try to like slide her in the back door. Like,
Yeah.
you know, she ain't gonna get an individual joint. You already know that.
That's fucked up.
You know,
She
and
didn't get an individual one?
Nah,
Not at all.
she
not at
deserve
all.
it though.
That's fucked
You know,
up.
they gonna gloss over like she didn't pave the way for like a lot of the shit that's going on now. She paved the way for them like to bring in that first wave of ladies
Yep.
that became like the divas. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That became, you know, the women we know today. Like she paved the way, like, and she made it viable, you know, for a woman to be wrestling and competing, even on the level of the men and winning belts and shit.
Shit, she won a couple men belts.
Yeah.
The
But,
ninth wonder of the world.
But another, you know, she deserved to be in the Hall of Fame on a solo tip. And the
Yeah,
group,
I
you know,
agree.
the group too, like DX as a group, yes, but China, you know, as an individual deserved that nod for the Hall of Fame by herself before they went ahead and did that DX. I mean, China should have been in the Hall of Fame years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all agree?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely
I do.
agree.
Shit, you know what I mean? Years ago. You know, anytime,
She's a big part of that attitude era.
what's her name? Tori Wilson is in it.
Yeah, she definitely is.
Yeah. I mean, deserving too, but not over China.
No, man, Tori
No.
Wilson,
Nah.
Is she really a Hall of Famer?
Then again, I
Is
don't
she
know.
a come on, man? Because then if you make her a Hall of Famer, then you gotta make Stacy Keibler a Hall of Famer, right?
Pretty much.
And she ain't no Hall of Famer neither.
Nope.
Nah. You gotta be like Trish level to get the Hall of Fame.
Like Lita and Trish.
Like Lita and Trish.
I'll say Mickey
China
James.
damn sure should. Yeah, Mickey James too. Whenever she call it quits for good.
Mm-hmm.
But she another one.
I'll give Natalia Hall of Fame.
I give fucking Michelle McCool. That whole Lay Cool thing, like they kept the women's division afloat for a while.
Forgot about Layla.
They were good.
Yeah,
I
they
like
were good in ring.
yo, I
especially
like
Michelle
Lay
McCool.
Cool,
She was
man.
real good in ring.
Was it 3 of them or was it 2?
It was just 2 of them.
Just the two of
Michelle
them.
McCool and
Michelle
Layla.
McCool, she was like the Charlotte Flair of that era, skill wise.
She could wrestle.
Yeah.
Like she actually was talented.
Aside from the females, I believe that Psycho Sid, whom amongst others that we met earlier today at the Icons of Wrestling, should be in the Hall of Fame.
That
Psycho
wasn't
Sid.
Sid. You didn't meet Sid. I seen the pictures.
Yo.
It wasn't Sid.
We showed S.O.B. the pics when we came back, man. And
You gave some random stranger your money. He was just a man. He was a man with curly hair.
He was just a man.
A man with curly hair. You gave your money. It was not Psycho Sid.
He said a man with curly
It was
hair.
a guy.
You gave your money.
It was a guy.
He was just a guy, huh?
A guy in a shirt.
Oh man.
With a baseball
Guy
hat
in a
on.
shirt and a baseball cap. Oh proud dad. Proud baseball dad.
He was.
Wasn't Sid at all. Couldn't have been.
Yo,
Couldn't have been.
he called this nigga a baseball dad. Psycho Sid.
He looked happy when we seen him.
Oh my
He didn't look
God,
crazy
He
at
looked,
all.
looked very docile. Docile Sid.
That's all Sid. Yo. Nigga's a fool. You call him docile?
He looked very docile.
Docile.
Way too calm
Nigga,
for
I'm
me.
done with you.
Way too calm.
I'm done. Docile. Docile Sid. Yo, nigga, I'm crying. He said docile Sid. We might have to cut for commercial and we ain't got no commercials. Oh my god, yo.
Oh shit.
Oh, I gotta pull it together. This nigga called him
I wasn't prepared for the picture.
nigga called him docile Sid. I'm done. Yo. Oh man, he looked very. He looked
And y'all knew I wouldn't be prepared. He showed it to me. He was like, he said, "Who was that?" Like basically, like, guess who that is? And I'm like looking at this motherfucker, like, I don't know. I don't know.
He legit was looking at the picture
I'm
for like
who
10
is
minutes.
it? I thought it was John Laurinaitis. At first, I thought, nigga, I'd have bet like half my paycheck if it was John Laurinaitis.
Yo, nigga, you stupid, man. John Laurinaitis.
That was not John Laurinaitis.
Nah, apparently not at all. It was
That was
Psycho
not
Sid.
him in the picture.
Oh, shit.
Yo. Oh my god, yo, nigga. Yo.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I wasn't
wow.
prepared.
I wasn't prepared for docile Sid.
I'm glad he doing good though.
Nigga murked me with that, yo. I was over
I'm a
here.
fan
You
of
got me
Sid.
over here. I'm crying, snotting and shit. I'm over here, snotty Pippin over here. Snotty Pippin. This nigga got me rolling. What the fuck? You gotta warn me before you say some
Oh,
shit.
my Lord.
Then you gonna say it on the calm like.
Yeah, like that's what he
Nigga said, it's docile Sid. Like,
Nigga
nigga,
made it
what?
even more funny.
He killed me just now.
It was
I just died in your arms, and then nigga murked me.
You know,
yo, and this thing, yo, where's the
Oh,
cars?
man.
that's how I seen it.
Yo, he's in
This
the
is
car.
actually, I was dying in the car.
No, the fact that he said John Laurinaitis,
John- yo.
that even made it even more funny.
He thought
You-
thought Psycho Sid was John Laurinaitis. Like, nigga.
Man, I would have swore.
Yo, the
Yeah.
fact he was like,
I
yo,
would have
he
swore.
was like,
I ain't even trying to throw shade at the
Soon
man.
as I said
I was
Psycho-
a huge fan.
Yeah.
as soon as I said psych, he was like, That ain't Sid.
Yo,
he was like, that ain't
He
real
said,
calm
man,
though.
he
That
said,
ain't Sid. That ain't Sid.
man.
I said
Come on.
crazy, psycho. You like that ain't Sid.
That ain't Sid.
Real calm though.
Nigga had a big, he said a man with curly hair, you just gave him your money.
Yeah, y'all got beat out of some bread.
Nah, me, I ain't paid. Timeline paid for that shit.
Timeline. You need
I just took the picture. I ain't need to pay for Sid.
You might not want to post those. That's an imposter.
He gonna
They gonna look at you funny.
the real Sid going, that's not me.
Yeah.
That was Sid Justice.
Sid Justice with the fucking blue tights on.
Yeah, under the tutelage of Harvey Wolfman.
Yeah. Glad he okay.
Glad you okay.
Glad he okay. That's all I can say.
nigga.
Some of the wrestlers be in trouble, especially from that era.
Yo, here. Like, you good, man. Yo, this nigga dumb, like. Killer Timeline Toad over here, nigga. He just said I'm glad he okay.
I am.
You be worried about these legends?
Yeah, a lot of them. Like Razor too. Like I'm a huge Scott Hall fan. I'm glad he alright.
Yeah, I'm glad.
they alright.
I'm glad Jake. I was like when I watched
even though nasty Jake the Snake.
I watched the resurrection of Jake.
Yeah.
Resurrection of Jake the Snake, right?
Oh my God, my ribs hurt.
You good?
Oh my God, my ribs.
That's why you know
My bad,
you gotta be
timeline.
prepared for
He said
WrestleBrainia.
Fucking die.
That's how I see it. He murked me with that,
Oh,
man.
what the fuck?
I wasn't ready for that
I
shit.
wasn't ready for that either.
Yo, but he said it on the way.
On the car.
That's the thing about S.O.B. who fucks me up.
Oh
Is like
my
he's
God.
like a fucking, I don't know, like a quiet assassin or something.
Nah,
Like
he's
laid
like
back, man.
He's like Randy Orton. You don't see that coming.
yeah, that's exactly
Out of
what it is.
nowhere.
Like, that shit, yeah,
Out of fucking nowhere.
Just slide
with
right
his
up on you and
remarks.
say some wild shit. Like,
You won't see it coming.
oh man, I'm still Snotty Pippen. Like, damn.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, he killed me with that one.
Jesus.
But yeah, the hell was we saying? Oh yeah. Like you said, you be worried about the legends, and I was like, I saw the resurrection of Jake the Snake like a few years back. That documentary they had when they was all, when they went to stay with DDP and he helped get them better and shit.
Yeah.
Like that was like some inspirational, emotional shit though. Like for real.
That's on the network.
It was on Netflix when I seen it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was good though. It was, that shit was crazy how bad they both was doing. And DDP is a good dude, man, for that shit, man. He helped me, really helping people,
They both was in bad shit.
They was in trouble, man.
They big trouble.
They
weren't doing good.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. But I'm glad to see Jake doing good too. Even though, he ain't wash his fucking hands when he used the bathroom.
You mad about that?
That shit was disappointing. For real. But I mean, I don't know what I don't know if I don't know what you expect. Niggas are human beings and shit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he like any other nasty white man ain't wash his hands when I seen plenty of nasty white men not wash their hands when they leave the bathroom.
Every day at work.
I'm just like, Jake, not Jake. Come on, Jake. You out here, you shaking hands and shit. You out here in the general population.
Kissing babies.
Kissing babies and
I didn't get any piss on him. Probably what he say.
I've been handling snakes all my life.
That's what he say.
Can we get a motherfucking moment of silence for this small chronic break? Yeah.
Man, shit, Austin 316 got started off the skin of that nigga.
Yeah.
Got his ass whooping.
I just thought.
Degraded verbally.
Yeah, they degraded. They degraded.
So they go thump his Bible. Man.
Yeah, they shitted on
fuck
Jake,
about Jake the Snake. They got him up out the door.
Nah, I thought it was fucked up.
Promised him King of the Ring glory.
Yeah,
Lied.
they
Hit with a stunner.
That's fucked up how they played his alcoholism into the fucking storyline. No, they ain't shit for that. They'll do that shit quick though.
They good for that in wrestling.
They'll do that to you though.
To bring your real life trauma and
demons into
the light of show business.
You already know how they feel about demons and hell.
Yeah.
We already got into that before. You already know how they feel about that. But yeah, they're quick to do that. They will bring your real life shit into a storyline just cause, you know, just to make money.
Shock value.
Yeah, just cause they figure it's good business. That greed.
Yeah, people will watch it, but at the end of the day, it's fucked up morally. Yeah. You shouldn't.
They ain't got no fucking. They got no moral compass.
At all.
Come on, man. It's all about the bread.
They was playing up, like, to bring up Scott Hall just one more time in WCW. They made him play up his alcoholism.
Yeah, another one.
For fucking months, he was coming to the ring with a glass of alcohol, and I'm pretty sure it was alcohol in them cups. At least most of the time.
He really was drunk.
Yeah.
It's a video about that too on YouTube.
Yeah, because I know a few of the matches he was drunk as shit.
Yep. And they'll play that shit into the storyline, man.
And it's foul. Instead of just getting him the help he need, they fucking exploit it.
They did that shit to the Road Warrior Hawk too.
Yeah.
They definitely did.
Yeah. They did that shit to Hawk, man. They played his
shit, they wasn't too far from each other either.
His alcoholism. They played his shit into the storyline. Yep. You know.
Oh my god.
For like for all the the shit that we love about wrestling. You know, there is like a dark fucked up side to it too. You know what I mean? Like anything else, and you know, they a lot of people get done dirty in that game. It's fucked up. It's legend. Like we, this whole episode we've been talking about legends pretty much.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of them legends, it's like their wrestling game is just like unforgiving. Like they get, they just do what they do and put their body on the line, and it's like when they done, they done. And it's like a lot of them have nothing to show for it. And that'd
be the fucked up part.
And that's what brings about these events like Icons of Wrestling. And it's dope to go to them and meet these guys, but sometimes it's a little sad, a little bit. You know what I mean? And I'm not even trying to be funny this time. Like we joke around a lot. We joking around a lot in this episode, but I'm being on a serious note right now. Sometimes it's a little sad. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because some of these guys have to come out and do this shit
to make a living,
and there should be something in place to take care of these guys when they're done with the business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just it's sad that a lot of these guys have to do that. There's one legend in particular we didn't really address because we ain't gonna say his name. He ain't got no name. He ain't got no name.
We forget his name.
But he know who he is.
Something.
He know.
Hot hoagie.
He know who he is. Hot hoagie.
Something like that.
Sound right?
Hot
hoagie. Yes, hot
hoagie.
Hot hoagie.
Yeah.
Red and yellow.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
Hot
Hollywood Hot Hoagie.
Hot hoagie. Yeah, that motherfucker there. You gonna get yourn.
You gonna get yourn.
Hot hoagie. You gonna get yourn. It's WrestleBrainia, motherfuckers.
Let's get it.